Hi everybody, my name is Felix and I'm from ideajax.com, and I'm gonna do a little tutorial on how to create a small chat using Ajax and Java. Well, first of all, we need to set up an area for chat, and I already done this for us. So I created a little web page that contains a nickname, which is a field where you fill in the name of the person chatting, a little blank area right here for chat content itself, and a little area here that you will enter the messages that you want to pass. I already set it up and it's working, so I'll show you a little example. And here I'm typing hello, and it's supposed to refresh. Here we go, and here I have Artem talking, so he's gonna say hi Felix, and it appears to be working. Great. Well, the guts of it is pretty simple. I'm gonna start up my antenna to show you what it is that I have in the web page itself, and then I'll show you the servlet that does my chat. So here's antenna, and here's a page that I have set up. It's broken up into a couple of parts. Up top I have prototype. This is the framework that I'm using. Here are some scripts to do the chat. I have a specific style for the chat window, and down here I have all of the required stuff for the chat. I have set up a little table right here. I have the nick, type of text, and I gave everything an ID. Here's my chat area, and here's the rest of the buttons. Here's a text field, and right here we got the buttons that does the word saying. Alright, so the way this works is pretty simple. Since we got the area, chat area, I've set up a certain size for it. It's right here, 300 by 150, and I've set up overflow auto so it doesn't go beyond the div. That's my entire setup for style, but up top here I have some of the scripts that are powering this page. It's pretty simple. On load, I'm using event from prototype. I set up a new observer for window, so when it loads I tell it to do chat get. Do chat get is actual Ajax periodical updater from prototype. All it does, it queries tutorial chat servlet on a constant basis, which is every 2 seconds. The other scripts that I have here is actual scripts that does work. Do chat say here does, it sends the message that you have and your nickname to the server, and that's about it. It's pretty simple. I do a sanity check right here. If you didn't enter anything, it's gonna skip and not do anything. Otherwise, it's gonna create a new Ajax request and submit my stuff to the servlet. The servlet is mapped to tutorial chat, and I'll show you the mapping in a minute. But meanwhile, I use a post method, and I submit some parameters. Message is an actual message that you have, and nickname. That's it. After I'm done, I also make sure I clean up the entry area for next message. So that's the entire HTML part. It's not that big, and it's not overly complicated. Here's the mapping for the servlets that I have. It's very simple. I have one servlet that does my chat, and it's mapped to chat URL pattern. That's about it. So this is what handles all of the front-end stuff, and the prototype is what does all of my Ajax requests. The other part of the solution is an actual Java tutorial and Java servlet, and it's very simple too. Here's a look at the Java servlet. What the servlet does is it initializes a buffer. This is a shared buffer between everybody, and this is what gets fed to every user on the chat system. So if you have 1, it will be refreshed only to 1, and if you have 100 users, each one of them will have the shared buffer. The get part of the servlet is pretty simple. All I do is I dump out the entire global message of my string buffer to the user when it's requested. This is the part that gets queried by prototype a periodical updater. The other part is just as simple. It's my post, and all it does, it takes parameters submitted to me, which is message in this, a message and nick in this tutorial. I do another sanity check right here to see whether the stuff that was submitted is empty, and if it's empty, I just don't post it. Otherwise, if it's not empty, I add this to my string builder, and this will be displayed and dumped to everybody else who requests this. It's pretty simple. I add nickname, set, and the message that was passed to me. Also make sure that if the global message buffer is over 10,000 entries, I clean it up a little bit to get rid of older messages. That's it. That's the entire solution. I've already set up the Tomcat, and here's how it works. It's pretty simple, and here's me doing some more testing for it, and that's it. That's the entire thing, and that's the entire tutorial. And my name again is Felix, and I am part of ideajax, and you can check out more of our blog entries on ideajax.com, and we'll hear from you soon.